We sing the tale of Mar alone. Yo ho, me lads, set sail to brave the curses sevenfold beyond the misty veil. Yo ho ho, beware what lurks below. Yo ho ho, below the shore we go. A mark of black upon our hands. Yo ho, me lads, take heed. We're bound together, salt to sand. With every drop we bleed. Yo ho ho, we'll find what lurks below. Singing yo ho ho, below the shore we go.
Hello and welcome to part 2 of the final episode of Below the Shoreline. We're back. We're into the thick of it. This is the final battle.
Yep.
Marius, Qell, Bene, and Calanthe as a T-Rex have just fallen into water. And are just kind of vibing. No, you're plunged into this vast seascape. Forests of seaweed are swaying in the tide below you. Large rocks are covered with the algae of ages, and massive primordial jellyfish float about you. A vast canyon extends before you, and you can't quite see through the shadows to the end. The bubble of water which claimed Priam is shifting around wildly in one spot, and Priam, Preacher Bluebond himself, is writhing in it. I mean, he's dead, but his body is being contorted and shifted around until it goes limp. And this massive blue, like, manta head shape extends out of him, and it starts coming for you.
I was gonna vibe hello at the jellyfish, but I don't think there's time.
Like how the ring.
There's just no time to vibe! So let me know if you guys can see that.
Whoa!
Yeah.
And this is the man that you gotta be afraid of.
Bubblegum ravioli.
Right here.
So are we on the bottom of this?
Yes, and it's worth noting that you guys are swimming now. You are completely underwater. For those who can't breathe, which I believe is Marius and Calanthe.
The manta cloak, right?
Exactly, yeah. You guys both have manta cloaks, so you're good. I think that has a swim speed attached to it as well, so you might want to look that up. Alrighty then. I think we are just going to go ahead and start back up at the top of initiative. Actually, that makes sense anyway, because Marius was the last one. So, we have Bene in the lead slot. Bene, what do you want to do? You're underwater. There's this horrible aquatic elemental thing coming at you. It's gonna fuck you guys up.
Okay. Do I still get my spiritual weapon, or is it up on the other level?
We'll say that descended with you. I mean, you got a nat 20 on that turn, so I don't know.
You gotta give
reward
me
nat
everything.
20s. Yeah, I gotta give you everything.
Okay. I think this isn't gonna work, but you know, let's see what happens. Move up. I swim up to it 20 feet, and I swing my new sword on it.
Go for it.
This is an 18 to hit.
That does hit.
Cool. 21 points of damage.
Dang, okay, that sounds good. What kind of damage is this?
Slashing.
What is it, from a magical weapon?
Yes.
Okay, it takes that damage and it feels it. Perfect.
Well, I don't know. You tell me. Is the yeah? I would assume the
Your new
legendary
weapon?
sword is.
Yeah, that's definitely a magical weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. My second attack.
Are you dual wielding right now with Zero? Okay, you're just using the magical sword. Nice. You still got 12 sword in your back, I imagine.
Yeah, that's not that good. 23 to hit.
That hits.
19 points of damage.
Dang, this thing gets several chunks carved out of it, and it's not looking pleased about that. It bubbles out a scream at you.
Yeah, and then that's going to be it on my turn.
Okay, sounds good. Now we move on down to Calanthe.
I thought you were performing.
No. I'm right after you.
Oh, you're right. Okay, cool. I
You are
realized
T-Rex though.
I am a T-Rex. I also realized that we did take damage from that cone of cold.
Right.
So let me make my. That was a natural 20, so I'm still a Tyrannosaur.
Hell
So
yeah.
I'm letting myself fall to the bottom of this floor.
Nice.
And
Okay.
and I'm holding my breath because a Tyrannosaur doesn't have swim speed. But even with like a half movement walking along the floor, I can get to this bad boy
Nice. Okay.
because of my long strider.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna take him.
Do it.
I'm just gonna sidle up to him and go roar, and then do my attacks.
Classic Calanthe. Rawr.
Roar. XD.
Oh jeez.
I don't even have to be up next to him. But let's do it. It's fine.
Do it.
So that is a 22 to hit for the bite,
Hell yes. Okay, that'll hit.
and the exact same thing for the tail.
Okay. 22 for both.
I'm
These will
going
be piercing and slashing damages, or piercing and bludgeoning.
piercing and bludgeoning, but it is magical because it's like I'm a magical animal right now.
Okay.
So it is. I'm gonna roll the damage.
Roll the
Can I
damage.
have your d12s? Because I don't actually have them here. So it's 4d12 plus 7 piercing for the bite. I'll just do that first because it's what I have.
Mhm.
So that's a 7, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's 15, 21. That's 22 piercing damage for the bite.
Dang.
And then for the tail, it is 3d8. Oh wait, no. 29. Sorry, I didn't add the plus 7.
Okay. Gotcha.
3. 3d8 plus 7. That's significantly worse. So 11 plus 7 is 18 bludgeoning damage with the tail. Now I'm gonna
Ooh,
ask because I
okay.
have to, but I don't think this is the case.
for it,
Is
yeah.
this a medium or smaller creature?
Medium or smaller creature. This boy is a large creature.
Okay. Eat that doot. That is my turn.
Hell yes. Okay, sounds good to me. So I'm trying to remember how to do math. Alright, so now it is its turn, and it has been severely ruined prior to its turn. It is struggling, but it is going to go ahead and do a slam attack against Bene, and then another one against Calanthe afterwards. Bene does a 24 hit.
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you're gonna go ahead and take. Wow, that's pretty good. You're gonna take 26 points of damage as this thing slams into you, kind of forcing you a little bit down in the water, maybe. And it's gonna turn around and do the exact same thing to the Calanthe T-Rex. Does a 23 hit the T-Rex?
Oh yeah.
Okay. roll damage once again. That's not what I wanted. 13 points of damage on the T-Rex. And then it is gonna do anything else. Yeah, the last thing it's gonna do is grab onto. It's gonna grab onto Bene, and you have to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, that's 24.
Yeah, it tries to. You can feel it try to grapple you and try to bring you into itself, and it just can't.
Yes.
That's the end of its turn. We now move down to Qell.
What is this blue thing?
I was wondering that myself.
Okay, so it's not something.
I wasn't intending for that to be there. I clicked on it, and it's. Oh wait, it won't let me click on it again. No, it's. I think it's just a circle. But
Okay.
yeah.
So it's not actually. Okay. All right. Well, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 if I do it that way. If I go like doot, 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 I can get there.
Run up on my back. Run up on
No,
my back.
no.
Damn.
Get
I
up on the
just
Hydra's
swim up
back.
over here. Yep. And sword.
Sword.
Time to hit with this new sword for the first time.
Hit with the sword.
Assuming I, do.
You
So I
most
got-
likely will.
I got two hits.
Do those 2 hits
No
for me, my
offhand.
friend.
That's a 9 plus 11 is...
That'll hit.
Yeah, okay.
30, 20.
And 15 plus 11. So
That'll hit.
yay! Oh,
Yay!
This is about to be a lot of math.
Okay.
So I need 2d10.
Huh.
So 9 and 5. 14 plus both of them hit, and they. Is this guy immune to necrotic damage? Can he take necrotic damage?
Great question. I think he can. Yeah, he's only immune to poison.
Okay, so 36 is the base damage as he just Darth Maul just like
Ooh.
is carving around this thing, and then I'm gonna use my new stuff for the
Do it.
cornerstone, and I'm gonna pump
Hell yeah.
the extra 2d8 into that. It
Okay.
says that the extra 2d8 can be any type of damage. So let me know if this is not the lore that you picture, but I was thinking in this moment, he's like flash realizing that there's power building up in the blades as he strikes, and he knows he has to decide sort of what kind of damage it's going to be. And in this flash moment, he thinks of lightning because he's in water and he saw Marius do that. And I think what happens is that when he strikes, lightning doesn't actually gather in the blades like his normal damage does. It's formed from the connections to the people he's close to. So I think a crackling like aura of electricity sort of builds around Marius's chest and strikes out like lightning from Marius into Qell's sword and lights it up mid-swing. And he's going to do 2d8 lightning.
So sick. That's so fucking sick.
Okay, that's 5. 5 more damage.
That's
lightning damage.
still a lot for him.
Yes.
For this poor Manta Mans. And is
I
that the
do
end of
not
your
have a
turn?
bonus. I don't believe I have a bonus action. I'm not going to curse it yet because I know we're not at the end. So yeah, I'm just a bonus action in the wind. Don't care about it. We're good.
Sounds good. We're gonna move on down to Marius.
Okay. I think. Oh, where did the little icon go? I placed an icon for.
Oh, that was what you placed? I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
The blue thing? Oh, that was a spiritual weapon. I was like, where did this come from? I don't remember putting this down. Sorry. Yes, but your spiritual weapon is right next to it. If you want to put it down again, please do so.
Yeah.
It was right here.
Perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to cast. I'm not going to cast it again. I already cast it, but
Attack with it?
yeah. I'm gonna
Perfect.
make the melee attack.
Do it. I dare you.
I'm trying.
Did you just roll it?
Yeah. I think-
Oh, that definitely hits.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
25, that absolutely hits.
Plus a D4.
Yeah, plus you have the bless. Yeah. So either of those would have hit.
Okay. So yeah, just 7 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And then can I use my last 2 to get up onto there? Get up onto this
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can get up on the canyon wall.
yeah, and then I'm
Get up
going
onto
to
that.
use my shield
Uh-huh.
to pull him toward me.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
What's the save that I have to make for that?
A DC 25.
Yeah. It's not gonna be good. Yeah, he does not make that.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
And then I can
So I get
pull
he gets
him. I'm just
yeah.
gonna pull him 20
Uh-huh.
feet. I'm not gonna do the 30.
For sure, yeah.
And then
So we'll say
6.
that's pretty much 20 feet.
Just 1 damage.
Still.
Oh, but opportunity attack from all of them, right?
Oh yes, you guys can definitely take opportunity attacks.
It's not
even
voluntarily leaving our space, though.
Oh, is it only when it's voluntary?
I don't think
I
that's the rule.
I think so.
I think that would be part of the utility of pushing someone away, because you
That's
would make
kind of
people
why
mad.
I did it the
Mm.
way.
Yeah. I'm gonna rule for this time that you can't take these opportunity attacks. That's
Okay.
chill with you guys. But audience, know that possibly is not the rules. So let me know how those attacks land.
Oh, I thought you said can't.
Oh no, go for it. Yeah.
Okay.
No, hit him.
Please.
I mean, I'm gonna try to. 2 attacks on.
Benny, I think you can
Uh,
take a hit too.
It's only one, right?
I
It's not
mean,
an action. It's
Wasn't
Oh.
I grappled?
One
Or was I
attack.
grappled?
No, it wasn't grappled. It was trying to grapple you,
It's 1 attack.
Okay.
but it got I got pulled away.
You know what I just realized? I have multi
What?
attack as a Tyrannosaur, but I can't make both attacks at the same target. So let's just say that the second one, the tail attack, is what I do now.
For sure. Okay, that sounds good. So yeah, we'll keep the damage as it is in that regard. But Qell, what's the attack?
26 to hit.
That hits. Give me that damage.
Plus 11.
Well, 1, but plus 11. So 12.
Oh, this thing is looking rough-a-rooney. Rough stuff. Benny, did you want to try taking an opportunity attack as well?
Yeah,
Okay, go for
I got 22 to hit.
Definitely hits. Roll me that damage.
Ooh-wee. Okay. That's gonna be 23 points of damage.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Marius ascends to this cliff wall, takes out the pool of brilliance shield, activates the it should actually be whirlpool. I
It's
said
tide
tide pool. I said that before, but that was actually me forgetting that pools and whirlpools are completely different things. So it's whirlpool, and Marius begins to pull this manta thing towards him. As he does,
Sorry.
yeah.
So sorry to interrupt. Forced movement
Yeah.
does not provoke an opportunity attack.
I know, but we decided that in this case we're gonna.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Marius begins to pull this thing towards him, and as he does, Calanthe, as a T-Rex, strikes out with her tail, hits it. Qell just dives right in and gets in there, and then Bene comes in at the end because he's the closest to where it's heading. Bene, how do you kill it?
Oh, I'm going to. I feel like Benny just kind of takes like like it's one hit, but
Uh-huh.
kind of in like he's kind of doing like a like spinning motion in the water, and it's like kind of making like a
Ooh.
whirlpool and just like slashing him.
Uh, like the propeller of a boat, you slash into this thing, and it gets just torn up, and you almost get down to where Priam's corpse is. But as you get down to that point, it sucks itself back and through this canyon behind you, and it disappears and is gone.
Uh.
Now that's what I call teamwork.
Hell yeah. Do you guys want to follow?
How's everybody looking?
I'm vibing.
I would love a greater potion of healing.
I'm at
Yeah.
73 out of 107, so I can. I don't feel like I need to waste a potion yet on myself. I think I'm okay.
But Benny, if you want to take a potion, go for it.
Yeah, I toss you one of the potions from my bag.
It floats through the water and you catch it.
Is it 44?
Yes.
Greater.
May I hold on to one for
Yeah,
later?
44.
I
think Marius
use my
has them.
T-Rex arms. I just go.
I toss.
I don't know who
toss,
has them.
I toss a superior healing one to you.
Hell yeah. It floats through the water,
Pouch,
you grab it,
belt pouch.
tuck it away. Hell yeah.
9, 13, so 13 things.
What's the potion of
Perfect.
resistance do?
You can choose a damage type and you're resistant to it.
Ooh.
Oh, I had a thought.
What?
Are these are jellyfish, right? The raviolis.
They are.
Okay. I'm gonna disappear the blade for a second, and I'll go over and stand like I can move myself over there if it helps. I'll just go like kind of between them, equidistantly, in the middle of them, and I'll like vibe out to the jellyfish. Friends, can you tell us what lies beyond?
These are massive jellyfish. They're much larger than any of you, and they seem to float. And they're it's almost as if their tentacles kind of start angling towards you in the water, almost as if they're not consciously doing it, and the waves are just pushing them that way. They say, "How do jellyfish sound?"
Yeah. It's not even really language too. Like
don't
that's
even
just
have
me saying what
mouths.
Qell would be thinking, but it probably translates because it's just a feeling. So it would be like, what's over there? kind of a feeling. So they don't have to respond in like language because I think that would be like too much.
For sure. You get the sense of old and water.
Oh. Interesting.
And sorry, I was wrong about potion of resistance. It's a D10 roll, and you randomly get one type of damage that you're resistant to.
Okay.
As cool as it would be to straight up talk to them,
Mhm.
Friend of the Sea does not go that far. It's just we can communicate like general feelings and ideas.
I
For
succeeded on my concentration check.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! So you're still a dino.
Yes.
Any damage?
Quell took damage, but I think he's doing fine. Is that
I'm
correct?
at 73. Yeah, I'm at 73 out of 107.
I have a bunch of regular healing potions. If you want to just, I've got like 4.
This is the final battle.
I mean, I suppose I can. I don't need to take the
Yeah.
larger at the moment. I'll save that for later. But
Yeah,
if we
so
do have many to spare, so
I toss you one of the regular healing potions as well.
Perfect. Sounds good. You guys want to head into that canyon? that runs along right here. I can't
Yeah.
do the clicky thing.
Oh, I'll tell everybody, like, I'll gesture to the jellyfish, and I'll tell everybody, like, they have imparted to me that there is something very old in the water ahead. But I suppose we knew that.
Old balls.
Awesome. So you guys begin to head into the canyon. Barnacles freckle the canyon walls as you enter it, and you follow its length to where it ends in just a wall, a flat wall with a hole in it, almost like a doorway. At the farthest end of that doorway, you see a pinprick of light. You start walking towards it, closer and closer, until you are bathed in that light, and you can feel yourself no longer swimming, but now walking again. You can feel it on your skin. It's not golden light, but light that's tinted in blues. You continue down the path, making your way ever closer until you emerge into a massive room. Stone extends in arches above you, forming a dome of intricate carvings, but below you is almost this entirely stained glass floor. It's like the walls of it's like the walls of a chapel almost, but on the ground. There's these delicate glasswork swirls and fine, minute details. But underneath the glass, you see the deepest, darkest parts of the ocean, with shadows moving in it that you've never seen or thought of before. Just these massive, massive shadows. As you look in front of you, you see the 7 sacrifices are laid out before you. At the head of them is Fantayan, aka Fanti, but you also see Terrell, Calamine, Chadney, Shoebuckle, as well as the 2 lost men who are taken, the last Mike and extremely small Timothy. They each lay on stone slabs with that basin, again at the head of each, collecting a golden shimmering liquid from the sacrifices. And you can see that each of their chests are only rising and falling faintly, drawing ragged breaths. Now I'm gonna move us over to the new map really quick.
Oh,
You see it?
Yes.
Kingdom Hearts.
Okay.
Wow.
Across from you guys stands, of course, Oceanus at the top of this cathedral space. He's in the same form of the statues that you saw, a Triton man with a crown. It's very large. He's like, I would say, like his size is large. He's like a monster.
Okay.
He's the king of the oldest tide, and he begins to walk on this glass, but you don't hear his steps. It's just the sound of water lapping. He says, and here we are, at the end of everything. Who will oppose me? Will it be the child of the mad lighthouse keeper? The one who only believed he could stop being frightened of stories by writing them himself? Is it the ferryman, trained by a soldier past his prime, loyal to the captain of a single crossing? The cast-off pirate trash who's fit to lead only 2 of the most stupid and weak fools who've ever claimed to sail the ocean? Or the descendant of the sea, one who sprung from its depths and calls himself one of a number of individuals who refer to those who walk on land as drylanders, as if the very thing that surrounds you underwater is land as well, and not me. Do you have any last words?
Don't you know by now? The time for fear is over.
Hell yeah. And we hop into initiative. Let me roll this guy. Initiative. Let's see. Oh my God.
Are we rolling a new initiative now too?
You can if you want.
What do you guys think?
I'm fine with carrying it over, but he just got a nat 20 on initiative.
I would like to roll.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
I'm
Yeah.
interested in doing it.
Just to do it.
Yeah, switch it up a bit.
Switch it
Also,
up.
nat
Let's see.
20s don't exist in initiative. My
No.
guy.
Fair enough. What do you get?
No,
I rolled a 3.
Samuel.
You got a 3? No!
Actually, I got a not nat 20.
Oh shit, okay.
I got 18.
Awesome. Okay.
I think the only thing
So-
that changed is that we switched positions.
Yeah.
We switched places.
Quell
Which is good because
18.
healing should go like toward the end
Mhm.
usually.
What was Calanthe's again?
I got a 5 now.
What does that add up to?
5.
A 5? Oh, sorry. Okay. So, yeah. Marius, Calanthe, and Qell, I believe, have all switched positions. Tight. Okay, so fortunately, Oceanus is first off the bat. Getting a nat 20 on your initiative will do that.
So is this actually where we are? We're up here behind.
You can place yourself wherever you'd like. I was,
Closer.
when looking at this thing, trying to figure out what was glass and what wasn't, and it was too confusing, so just everything is walkable.
Yeah, it's like there's clear glass to see all the sharks and stuff. And
For
then there's
sure.
like more opaque glass. I
I'm
get
just
it, I
gonna
get it, I get it.
kind of put myself more in a like lineup.
Yeah, let's line it up.
Benny
Go
does
up here.
definitely
Yeah.
silently think to himself,
Oh god.
"This is beautiful."
Excellent.
Isn't it?
He might be evil, but God, he knows how to design a room.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna move 40 feet up into, I believe he'll be up, yeah, essentially in the center of the screen. You see him extend his hand, and just over Fontain's body, he, it's like rocks, the basalt rocks that you guys saw before. It's almost like they form out of his hand and then split and become a stream of acid that flies at, I believe, Bene and Qell, but it's also a cone, so I need to measure that cone. Oh well, I suppose it would just measure the amount that it would take to, it would expand, but if it doesn't hit, I think it is going to hit all of you guys. Does that make sense? So from the point of origin,
Says a cone extends in a direction you choose from its point of origin. The cone's width at a given point along its length is equal to that point's distance from the point of origin. The cone's area of effect specifies its maximum length. The cone's point of origin is not included in the cone's area of effect unless you decide otherwise.
okay, gotcha.
So does that mean that if it's like a 60-foot cone at
Yeah.
the length
At
of
the
60, it'll be 60
widest.
feet wide?
Mhm.
Okay, so
Okay.
you guys do all get hit by it. I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
I still have heroism, right? Like
Yeah, you do. That's for an hour.
21.
You said dexterity?
Yeah.
Oh no!
But not nat 20.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh, 19.
9.
Count that. I'm so sorry to burst your bubble. All of you failed.
Ah, I rolled so well.
No, I know. Those were brilliant rolls. You each take 32 points of acid damage as a spray of acidic basalt kind of rock goo hits you. Almost like lava.
32?
32, yes.
Ouch.
And then I believe that is the end of his turn. Yeah, that'll be the end of his turn. So we move on to Bene.
Cool.
And to color, actually, to flavor text that a bit more, instead of acid, it's actually the necrotic energy that you guys have been fighting all over the island.
Gotcha. I'm gonna move up to 40 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm actually gonna take a dodge action. I'm just gonna stay where I'm at and take the dodge action.
How does the dodge action work?
When you take the dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage. If you can see the attacker and you make dexterity saving throws with advantage. Yeah.
He has a legendary action that he's going to try to pop off to hit you with an attack. He does miss. Perfect. Anything else in your turn?
That'll be it.
All right, we move down to Qell.
All right, bonus action, Hexblade's Curse.
Gotta do it.
Action, drink Big Potion.
Hell yeah, okay.
How much is Big Potion?
Superior
Big-
potion?
Yeah, the biggest one.
8d4 plus 8,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Here, let me look it up. 84 plus 8 indeed.
Okay.
Here, I have
Do you have
4
them? Yeah.
here for you.
Okay, so that's yes.
Nice.
Okay, so 27
27?
gets me to
27?
5, 6, 7. So back to 76. Okay. And then I'm just gonna move. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm over here now.
Okay, perfect.
That's it.
Tie. Okay, perfect. So he's gonna use another legendary action and cast Tidal Wave. So he pulls a bunch of water up from the glass and pushes it at all of you, I think. It should go back far enough to get Marius and Calanthe as well. Dex saving throws it once again. Nice, hell yeah.
Fuck yes.
15.
Tight, okay.
Grab my hand. 15
20.
as well.
22.
Okay.
Like, spell saving is actually covered. It's not mathematically possible.
Sorry, what were the numbers against the Bene, you're in the high 20s.
22.
Count 22.
We both got
Calanthe,
Both got
15,
15.
Marius?
I did not succeed. I can tell you that. I rolled a
No worries. You
That's
guys
actually.
are gonna take a wee bit of damage. Everyone except Bene. Everyone except Bene is going to take 13 points of damage as he hits you with this wall of water. And then, if that's the end of Paul's turn, we move on down to Marius.
All right. I am thinking that Marius is going to move up 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's going to chuck a guiding bolt. Kind of like how
Hell yeah.
chuck the hammer. Just
Yeah. Go for it. Roll that attack.
I'll let me do it from here. Guiding bolt.
That'll hit.
Dang-a-lang.
Was it one of those a nat 20? Was that 29 and a 30? Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Rolled a 19 and a nat 20.
I think it rolled the damage as crit, which I didn't get a crit because I wasn't rolling with the damage.
Fair enough.
So should I just re-roll the damage or?
You can take one of those. Is it? If you want to re-roll, you can.
Take the first 15.
Okay. If you want to take that, that's more than fine by me. All right. Anything else in your turn?
I'm gonna pull him.
Hell yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So I'll make that dex saving throw. Does he make it? No, he definitely doesn't make it.
I go.
Wait, no, he makes
"Whoa!"
it. He makes it. Sorry, he has a plus 14 to Dex saving throws.
Oh. Ow.
Yeah. Ouchie wawa. So Marius lights up this shield, and a swirling pool of water comes out of it again, and tries to pull Oceanus in, but he just flicks it off, and keeps going about his business. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, we move on down to Calanthe.
Okay, so first thing I have to make 2 concentration checks.
Go for it. You're a dino still, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so Dino is gone.
Gotcha.
Okay. It's actually kind of better. Because I have the cloak of Demantery, I can go real far.
You aren't swimming, you're walking.
But can I choose to swim?
There's no water in here.
Okay.
Sorry.
I still have 40 feet, which is still pretty good. So I'm gonna take that 40 feet. Let me just measure that out. Yeah, we're going there. We're going on a trip in between
yeah.
Fanti and whoever this person is to
I think that's Shoe Buckle.
to Fanti and Shoe Buckle. And then where's the freaking spell? Oh, I'm going through known, not prepared. I'm going to cast Guardian of Nature on myself. Once again, Calanthe's hair turns long and seaweed-like, and the coral texture of her horns extends to the rest of the skin on her body. As I gain 10 temporary hit points, make Constitution saving throws with advantage, make Dex and Wisdom-based attack rolls with advantage, and when I'm on the ground within 15 feet of me is difficult terrain for my enemies.
Nice.
And then that's a bonus action. And for my action, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast this boy.
Blast this boy.
With my cool gun sword.
Yeah.
So it doesn't actually consume any of the ammo. It's just like for flavor.
Yeah, it's just for fun.
So did the guiding bolt hit? It did, right?
Yeah, it did.
So this first one, I make it advantage. Uh-oh. So that whiffs for the first one.
Okay.
My spell attack bonus is, so the second one is a 29.
That hits.
And then the third one is a 19.
That'll hit as well.
Okay.
That just hits.
So then that's 1d10. Let me grab some d10. So that is 14 points of, I believe we said it was thunder damage for me. So that's 14 points of thunder damage to that lad.
Sounds good. Okay. He takes that damage. Anything else in your turn?
Boop, boop. I believe that's it.
All right, we move back up to Oceanus himself. He's gonna move forward just a little bit, and with his spear that has a reach of, or his trident that has a reach of 15 feet, he's gonna attack both Calanthe and Bene. First, Bene. Disadvantage, got it. Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll just roll Calanthe as well. There's a 26 hit.
Yes.
Right, okay. All right, you guys are both gonna take 18 points of damage. 18 points. And he is going to end his turn there. He's just gonna strike out with you guys and dig into you, and then it's gonna move on down to Bene.
Cool. I'm going to. How close would you say that he is to Calanthe?
Within 5 feet, I would say.
So love to hear it.
Okay. Hell yeah.
10, 15, 20.
Ooh.
And I'm still in his attack thing, so he can't get an
Yeah.
attack. So I'm
Attack.
going to attack him with my sword.
Go for it. Get this boy.
Ooh, okay. Not a nat 20, but
Pretty dang close.
That's a 28 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. Damage. Come on. Ooh, love it. Love it. That's 21 points of damage from my first attack.
Tight. Okay, that sounds good to me.
And then my second attack. That's 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
25 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to do an offhand attack.
Go for it. Hell yeah.
26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Uh, 14 points of damage.
Nice. Okay.
And that's
Anything else?
That's my turn.
Perfect. Benny slashes into Oceanus, strafes around him, gets to his back, and just starts swinging. And takes several chunks out of him. Now we move down to Qell.
All right, bonus action star. That's a natural 20.
Hey, we love to see it.
So 40, 12 times 2.
Yeah.
Do it.
Damn.
Of course, this is the roll where I roll a lot of low ones. So I have a 10.
I mean, you can roll the dice too. Reroll the dice.
True.
12, 15, 17. That's true. This is a situation where that would probably be better.
You can double the dice. So you got 17 for those first die.
That is better. Okay, 17 plus, oh god. Okay, 17, 27, 20, so that's 29, 44, 49. So 49 points of damage as this point of light detonates. I feel like it like flashbangs the entire room.
Shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, so that's my bonus action.
All right.
Can I get here so I can hit him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can walk in between.
5, 10, 15, yeah, I can get there. Just get up here by his foot.
So easy.
And then I'll just try to hit him with some sword.
Do it. Hit him with a sword.
Sword.
A sword.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Another natural 20.
Whoa!
On the Sam die. On the
Dang!
friend of the show,
Shout out.
Sam Barton die.
Sam Barton.
Shout out to Sam
Coming
B.
through.
Okay, the second one is a 15, which I imagine doesn't hit.
No, that will not hit.
Okay. Okay, so my question is, does the 2d8, the extra 2d8 double 2 because that's dice?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god. So
it's
Hold on.
1d10 and 2d8
yes.
times
I
2.
can do it. Okay. So D10 first. Okay, that's one.
Boo.
Boo.
So
Okay.
51. He's Hexblade cursed, so that's 5
God.
more. So 56.
56 points of damage?
56
All
points of
right.
damage with the sword. And I'm gonna say that the extra d8s at the moment are going to be just extra slashing damage. And
For
what
sure.
happens is he looks across the way. He's parallel with Benny. He and Benny are flanking this thing. So as he looks at Benny slashing and slashing, you see as Qell's swords come out and are slashing, there is a watery after image of Benny's sword as well that slashes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so gay. I love it.
You did 49 for the star, right?
It was
you
40
just did
something.
an insane amount of damage.
40 something with the star and
So, like,
56 with the
105 damage in one turn.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
warlocks, you know. I think I'm done. I think I've used all
Okay.
of my things.
Mhm.
I will be using a legendary action now. I'm gonna do another tidal wave.
That makes sense.
Fair. And
Which is
valid.
gonna go for Qell and Calanthe, and I did take off part of tidal wave where it's supposed to knock you prone, but since I just got over 100 damage done to me in one turn, we're taking that back.
To be fair, I did roll
Um,
2 natural 20s in one round.
Fair. But he's gotta be a
Oh, I'm
scary guy.
ready. I'm ready. I enjoy that this is
hold
hard.
up.
It's a dex save, right?
I believe so. Yeah, it should be a dex save. So I think it's only
So there's no
gonna
attack
hit-
roll. He's not making an attack roll.
No, it's just a dex save.
Got
Oh.
And I think it should only hit Calanthe and I guess actually if he can make it hit Marius if he's tilted towards Marius. So he's gonna do that. Turn his back fully to Betty and push that tidal wave out this way.
Does a 21 make it?
All right.
That just makes it.
Yes.
It's you said Dex, right?
Wait, hold up. I think that just makes it. Yeah, it's dex.
Okay, so 24.
Oh.
Dang. Okay. No, I'm gonna say you guys passed that because you all got above 20. Sam, what was yours again?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to roll it again.
Oh, it's okay.
Dexterity, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled pretty well with the D4. I got 21.
Nice. Okay, you guys all pass. So you do take half damage, but you don't get
Alright.
knocked prone. So that's good. So you guys are gonna take just 8 points of damage apiece. Okay, and that's the end of his legendary action. So I think that moves on to Marius then.
Okay.
You just get hit by a big wall of water.
Do we do potions as bonus action?
No, they're actions.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I looked this up because I was curious. Because I was like, I want to be nice, and I'm giving them a
Some
bunch of
people do
potions.
them as bonus action.
All I you doing is a bonus action.
We don't
It's fine. Yeah.
You don't have
No,
to.
I'll go for it. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get a lot meaner.
Yeah, be mean.
Then okay. So I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm over here now. And I'm gonna call some lightning.
As I knew you would. I had to do it to him sometime.
Yeah, I mean, gotta bring out the big guns.
Hit me with it.
I'm going to cast Call Lightning
Mhm.
as a 5th level spell because I'm bringing the pain.
Gotta bring the pain.
Gotta bring the pain. All right. Roll 20. Give me the. Okay.
Wow, yeah, that'll hit. 26? You better believe.
26. Oh, I'm actually.
Is that damage?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
26 damage.
So does he have to make a dex save?
Wait, why is it only? Oh, yes, he makes a dex save. It's 15 damage on top of the 26.
Okay, he passes the dex save. Does he take half?
I think.
So that'd be 20 points off of their
Let me
41.
make sure.
Half as much on a save.
Yeah.
Tight. Okay, so he takes 20 points of damage. Awesome. Anything else in your turn?
No.
Got you. Okay.
Now I'm concentrating, and Marius is like his eyes are glowing, and his
Yeah.
consciousness is in this storm cloud now.
Marius gets hit by a wall of water, runs over to the side, casts Call Lightning, becomes a storm cloud, and we move on down to Calanthe.
Woo, okay, I'm gonna roll my concentration check for Guardian of Nature.
Oh, yeah, and while you do that, he's gonna do his last legendary action for this turn and take a swing at Qell. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a d6 real quick here. That's a 4. That just doesn't hit me.
Okay. That doesn't hit you, why?
So, Armor of Hexes. If the target cursed by your Hexblade's curse hits you with an attack roll, you can use your reaction to roll a d6. On a 4 or higher, the attack just misses you, regardless of its roll.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds
so
good.
It just doesn't. I think this has never actually worked. I've tried to do it many times, and I always roll low. So
Gotcha.
I think what looks like is just tendrils of water like stretch out from his form and just push the weapon away.
Mhm.
For sure.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, Calanthe.
So
Your turn.
I think I rolled a natural 19, so I keep Guardian
Nice.
of Nature. I think I don't actually know how flintlock pistols work. I don't know if there's a hammer you have to pull down to shoot, but
You can pull back the hammer.
okay. So I think since I'm right there, I'm going to level the gun sword over
Hell yeah.
Qell's shoulder.
Nice.
And click the trigger without pulling back the hammer so it doesn't fire, and activate the once per day I can buff my AC by 2 ability.
Tight. Okay.
And
Perfect.
I do that, and I'm like right over his shoulder, and I just watched him do over 100 damage in one turn. So she gives
Hot.
a quick kiss on the cheek, and then takes a little bit of the light that's coming from the stars floating around his head and pulls that into her, and I cast Fire Shield on myself.
Oh,
Ooh, wow. What does
that's
that
fun
do?
flavor.
It gives me a warm or cold shield of my choosing. The warm shield grants you resistance to cold damage. The chill shield grants you resistance to fire. In addition, when a creature within 5 feet of you hits you with a melee attack, the shield erupts with flame. The attacker takes 2d8 fire damage from a warm shield or 2d8 cold damage from a cold shield, and it will be a blue fire warm shield.
Gotcha,
And then
okay.
I just sort of 5-foot step in front, in front of Fanty's incapacitated body, and I level
sure.
the gun sword on him.
Hell yeah.
And that's my turn.
Hell yeah. Calanthe steadies herself, gets some shields going, and then protects Fanty. We move back up to Oceanus. He is going to move back a bit. He's not going to leave Benny's range, but he is going to, at this point, cast a tsunami.
Do I get a attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, you do. You would.
Okay.
And Qell would as well, I think.
So,
Oh, sure.
Well, Qell, have you already used your reaction?
Oh, I used my reaction to do the.
Yeah.
You're totally right.
okay, because I have Warcaster, I can cast a spell on him
Cool, go for it.
as an opportunity. It just has to be, I believe, a single target spell.
Okay.
So I will cast. I'm gonna try to cast Fairy Fire. Oh wait, no, that's not a single. That's an AOE. Never mind. I'm going to. I don't have a lot of like attacky spells. That was my last one.
You want to try to swing on him?
Yeah, I'll try swinging. Let's do
hit me
a
with that.
swing. So I make these at advantage because of
Nice.
my thing. So that is a 19 to hit.
That just hits.
Ooh. Okay. So you said the sword part is just a basic cutlass, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then that is That is 9 points of magical piercing damage
Okay, gotcha.
to this man.
He takes it. Sounds good. Okay, so he moves back and then he casts a tsunami. If there were bigger space, it would be a 500-foot wall going out on either side, but it all goes forward and hits all of you. Dexterity saving throw once again, I believe. Let me make sure it's not. It's strength. Sorry.
Oh, strength.
Yeah.
Ooh.
8.
Okay.
I think that's the first roll under 10 that Sam's
Got
dice
nat
has
20.
given to me all day.
Nice. Hell yeah.
17.
Okay.
Also 17.
This
The
is
17's
29.
unfortunate. The 17s won't pass. The 29 passes. So Benny's fine. So you guys are going to take 41 points of damage as the tsunami crashes down on you.
Okay.
And I think Benny, you'll take half of that, so 20. Let me make sure that you take half of that. Yeah, on a successful save, half of that. Well, you got a nat 20, right?
Yep.
Okay, never mind. You don't take any damage.
You said
And
41?
41, yeah, 41.
I'm down to 38 hit points
Ruh-roh.
14.
Oh,
from 122.
Ooh. Okay. That's all he can do on his turn, actually. So I think that'll be the end of it.
I would hope.
We move on down to Benny. Yeah. You know, he calls a giant tsunami out from the floor. It's probably good.
Amazing.
We move along to Benny.
I'm gonna just attack.
Do it. Hell yeah.
First attack. That is a 22 to hit.
Hits.
17 points of damage.
Got it. Okay. He's looking bad at this point. He's looking half alive.
Cool. He's going. I do that as a bonus action because I've never fucking used this. Then he's gonna go into
for sure,
a
no
rage because I keep forgetting that.
You're going
Benny
into a
can-
rage?
I keep forgetting that Benny has this.
Yo!
Benny,
the last
yeah.
battle, I was hoping it would happen.
I
Yeah, so-
forgot that you were a barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm a barbarian. Yes. So Benny, I'll say that like story-wise, Benny like looks over and sees like he kind of like eventually notices that Terrell is like there. He's kind of been focused, and it's just like seeing that just kind of like sets him off, and he goes into a rage. So
Nice.
Like
Hell
how
yeah.
He hasn't gone sicko mode until
right
right now.
now,
It's time.
amazing. So
It's time to
he's
go
now
sicko mode.
he's now going to attack again. Cool.
Kill this god. Kill this god.
So
Uh-huh. You get another net 20?
no, but because I'm in a rage, I get a +3 to attack. So I now have a +11. So
Damn.
that's 29 to hit.
Ooh, okay, that'll hit.
And then I also get +2 to damage. So that's gonna be that is so goddamn insane. That is truly insane. 29 points of damage.
Okay, yeah, he takes 29 points of damage from Benny.
So that's how is he looking?
He is looking like half of his health has been, and a little bit more has been taken off of him.
Gotcha. Okay.
He's looking like pretty. Since you guys are doing 100 damage per turn, he's looking pretty bad.
Benny's going to okay. Benny's going to action search. Okay.
Hell yeah. Okay.
It's gonna go ahead and attack. That's 23 to hit.
It's
Not that's good. 16 points of damage.
got it. He takes it.
Second attack. Oh, that's touch. Ooh, bitch! It was a 20.
What? Oh
It
shit!
was a 20, and then it rolled to 14.
I got
Aw.
lucky. I got hella lucky.
Okay. So yeah, that's 25 to hit.
Yeah. Misses. No, it hits.
Ooh. 26 points of damage for my second attack.
Ooh. Okay.
And that is going to be it.
No, that's. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we move on down to Qell. I
Okay.
imagine is about to severely. Oh wait, sorry. I'm gonna take a legendary action on that. Quell's about to severely fuck up my shit. He's gonna take out his Triton and swing against Bene. Actually, no, he's gonna cast another tidal wave if Wall of Water is not better for him.
You can keep track of them spell slots, right?
These are legendary actions.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, you
Yeah, he's gonna cast another tidal wave
Yeah,
spell on pretty much all of you. I think. It's 10 feet wide, 30 feet long, 10 feet wide.
Can you counterspell
What do we
a
think?
legendary
Do we think-
action?
Ooh.
I'm gonna say no because you guys are gonna beat me in like a turn.
Okay.
And it's a legendary action, so you can assume. I would assume that
Yep.
you can't. Do we assume by the spell's language that 30 feet long is going like this way, and then wide is depth, or the other way around? It's 30 feet long, 10 feet wide, and 10 feet tall.
Length, width, right? So
You-
if it's like a wall, the length is gonna.
Usually it's just like here, if I can show on here. Usually if it's like, for instance, like lightning is
Mhm.
5 feet, so it's like just straight on here. But if it's 2, then it would be 2 squares wide. Does that make sense? But
Well,
going
I'm-
out 30 feet.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if by long in this it's talking about, because if
I
I had 30 feet long, it would hit Marius as well.
I feel like
on it too.
I know.
what would be the
So-
point of casting it if it was only 2 squares wide? You know what I
Wide.
mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I
yeah,
think
it's a
it
wave.
I'm gonna say it hits. I'm gonna say it hits Bene,
Sure.
Qell, and Calanthe. Well, you have to make a dex saving throw first.
Nope.
Okay.
23.
Okay, you pass.
Oh, not 20.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Roll
so
with advantage.
Benny, you don't take any damage because of a nat 20. Qell, you take half damage, so you take 10. Calanthe, you take 20 points of damage and you're knocked prone.
20 points of damage.
And then it moves on. Then now it is Quell's turn.
Okay. So he turns and he gives Calanthe a knowing, not a knowing look, but a look of like, trust me for a second, I know what this is about to look like. And with 4 hit points, he's gonna rush him. He's gonna run up here
Damn.
to him.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to make 2 attacks on him. We'll see
Okay.
how we do.
Go for it.
Ooh, that wait, no, plus 11, that might be good. So 19
That hits. That just hits.
and better. So both hit.
Perfect.
Okay. And that's gonna be plus 11, 22 plus 10 more because 5 per hit for the.
Plus 32.
Yeah, right? Because it's plus 11 just for the the plus 6 and then the plus 5 necrotic.
Uh-huh.
So that twice is 22.
Mm-hmm.
And then for both hits, it's the Hexblade's damage is
Yeah.
5, so it's plus 10, so it's plus 32 to what I'm about to roll.
Oh my god.
Gotcha. Okay, sounds good to me. He's looking rougher rooney.
Okay, so 5, 10, 17, 18 plus 32
Okay.
is 42. It's 50 even?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 50 even for that.
Is this on top of the 32?
No, it's altogether it's 50.
Okay, gotcha.
And I'm gonna do that funky thing where once
Mhm.
per day I get to try and break his weapon. It says I have to roll
Oh,
under
yeah.
10 on a D100.
On
so let's
D100, yeah.
see if I can do that. It would be insane if I did.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
That's a 60, right? Yeah, it's a 63.
Yeah,
So
so
no. Okay, so that doesn't happen. Okay, so I use my action to
Mhm.
attack, and both hit quite well.
Mhm.
So he
Yeah.
jumps up and he slashes once, slashes twice, and on the second hit, he's in midair.
Mm-hmm.
He spins with it, and right at the apex of the jump, when he's like finished with the attacks and he's about to start coming down,
Mm-hmm.
his entire form becomes water, like just a water version of himself for a fraction of a second
Uh-huh.
before he explodes into a cloud of mist and
Oh,
reappears
shit.
using Far Step as a bonus
Okay.
action 60 feet. He's gonna. I can go real far. How far do you want me to be from you?
Within 30 feet.
Within 30 feet of you? Okay.
Well, actually, it's 30 feet of like shoe buckle.
I feel like I gotta do what I gotta
I
do.
know.
I think I'm gonna end up like there. Maybe there. Okay. So yeah, he reappears over here. Well, actually, I don't want us to be grouped up, so I think he's actually gonna appear like over here.
Yeah.
And then he reappears on the ground and completes the spin as he lands.
Got it. Okay, at the end of your turn, he's going to take his last legendary action for this round to attack Bene. Does a 29 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
What kind of damage is this?
This will be piercing.
So I have resistance to piercing.
Yeah. So you only take 7 points of damage, half from 14.
Hell yeah.
So now we move on down to Calanthe. Or no, sorry, Marius. What you doing, Marius?
Marius is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to knock back one of the superior healing potions.
Nice.
Mm.
Okay.
Which is 8d4 plus 8.
I should have
Yes,
kept
that's
more than
correct.
one of those.
There's only 2.
Oh, that's fair.
For the superior, yeah.
Okay, so what's 16 plus 8? That's
24.
24.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And then he is going to cast Call Lightning at 5th level once again. And,
Yeah, okay.
and he's going to use Destructive Wrath. So,
Ooh.
max roll.
Okay. When you oh shit. Okay. Yeah, so what does he take?
50
Do I have to-
lightning
Mhm.
damage.
Do I get to save or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the deck save.
Okay, got you. He gets a 28.
Ooh. Yeah,
So 25 points of damage though.
25. Yeah.
That's still
He's
good.
not. He's not looking pleased. He's
And
bleeding out of
I'm
every
also going to
place he
use.
could be. Yeah.
I'm going to use. What is it? Thunderbolt Strike. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Thunderbolt Strike to push him 10 feet away from me.
Damn. Okay. So he would get pushed up. Like, do you want him to be pushed more towards Benny or upwards?
Upwards.
Okay. Let's say that's 10 feet. Perfect. Anything else in your turn?
No.
Now we're down to Calanthe.
Okay. So now I'm in his reach, so I gotta be careful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna come over here to whoever this is.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to. Oh, first I have to actually roll concentration checks.
Go for it.
The first DC is a 20, which is rough. Yeah, don't make that. So Guardian Nature is gone. So when he hit us with that that tsunami or tidal wave, whatever one, when it like washed over us, I think it washed away the sort of like spell, and Calanthe's back to looking normal.
Nice. Okay, gotcha.
And then I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. So
nice.
me, Benny, Qell, and then whose table am I at actually?
God, I wish I could tell you. I think it's Calamine. The
Okay,
mayor.
so Calamine, and then whoever is next to Calamine, and then Fanti.
Okay, that's one of the Lost Boys, even though it's a young female thing. It's all I had, and then Fanti, yeah.
So all 6 of us
Token is where I was looking
will
for.
recover
A number.
17 plus spellcasting, 21 points of damage.
Hell yeah! You see the golden the spell comes out of you, and the golden fluid that's in the basins at the head of their thing comes up in the air and then starts to kind of drizzle onto them like a mist, and you can see their breathing kind of ease a bit more.
Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna like help Oceanus or not, but I gotta try.
No, you're good.
So that's my action, and I don't think I have a bonus action cantrip that means anything. I don't, so I'm just gonna stay there.
Okay, got you.
My fire shield is still up though, because that's not concentration.
What does he want to do? He's going to face towards Calanthe, Benny, and Qell, and he's going to do the basaltic conduit charge, which is the acid thing that happened at the start of this. So you're going to make me a dex saving throw once again.
Everybody or just
the 3 of them.
Is that counterspellable, or is it like a thing, not a magic thing?
I think it's a thing, because there's nothing about spell save DCs or anything.
Well, if it's a spell that's being cast and not like a, if it is a spell, then it can be counterspell.
Yeah. His spells are listed separately, so I'm gonna assume it's not.
that'd be just
Well, even if it isn't legendary action, a legendary action can still be a spell. Just so you know.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm saying it's not listed with his spells. It's not a legendary action. It's just an action. How are we looking at those death saves?
Bad.
Oh no.
23.
19?
Okay, got you. Calanthe, what was it again?
Like a 12.
Benny's the only one that passes the 22 DC, and you guys are going to take 10 D8 damage.
Okay.
Ow.
That could have been a lot worse than it was. 28 points of damage. Benny, you take 14.
Are you still up?
No, I'm at 25, so I'm down.
Damn it. You said 28?
28. Yes. And that's the end of his turn. Moving on down to Bene again.
Cool. I'm going to go.
And that's necrotic damage, in case that matters.
That doesn't auto kill, does it?
25.
He didn't say so.
I'm gonna move here.
Okay.
And I'm gonna attack.
Do it. Attack this man.
That is a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Amazing. 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Okay, he takes that. He's on his last legs. He is looking incredibly ragged.
My second attack. Come on, that 20. Give me in that 20. Damn it. Okay, that's 26.
Got it. Okay, that'll also hit.
24 points of damage.
He is. If he wasn't on his last legs before, there's maybe a strain, like a strand of tendon that he is now standing on.
And then I'm gonna do an offhand attack.
Okay. This might decide it.
Oh yeah, that's a 20. Wait. 30. Yeah.
That'll hit.
Okay. 25 points of damage.
How do you do this?
Gotta love fighters. Okay. Bene, in his full rage, just like sees him, and like I want to say it was kind of like a moment where he tries to like defend himself with his trident, but Bene just like cuts through it, and then like cuts him right like down the middle.
You bisect this man, this god, and with honestly kind of a not very grandiose finality, he hits the floor and he's dead. Blood is spilling out of him, that black ooze, and he starts to disintegrate and become water. Just water.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Before
Go
we
ahead.
do that,
Uh-huh.
can Bene ask him why did he do
Yeah.
this before killing him?
He's yeah, we'll say that he can speak from
He's got the
Sorry.
sword.
he's speaking from half of his
in
mouth.
his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just wanted followers. Or I wanted to make sure that I would always be the leader and never need a follower ever again. And he dies. And around you, on all of the different daises, you see that gold liquid again rise out of those basins, and like a mist just pour over each one of the people laying there. Qell, can we assume that you're getting healed by Calanthe? Okay, perfect. So Calanthe raises Qell just in time for Fanti to run into his arms and go, "Brother,
Gently.
are you okay? I don't know what happened. I wanted to help you and then I was gone."
He ruffles his jigglies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Nothing can ever take you away from me.
He starts crying and he hugs you and he says, "I want to be just like you, brother."
He'll pick him up as he
Mhm.
stands up. He says, "It is a new day, Fanti. You can be whatever you like. And whatever you choose, you shall be a champion."
He hugs you and holds on really tight. Chadney stands up next. Sees you and goes, Captain, hi. What? I drank a lot at the festival and I don't know what happened.
Calanthe heals Qell, and he's cute, but he's not Chadney. So the second he's awake, she darts over to Chadney and just attacks him with a hug. She's fully sobbing and just like holding on to him in a way where he can feel that if she feels like if she let go that he would be lost forever. So she's like holding on to him.
And he says, I knew you would come and get me, Captain.
Don't you ever do that again.
I can't promise that I won't drink.
She just starts kissing him on the side of the temple.
Shoebuckle stands up and looks at Marius, who I think he might actually be the closest to. No, Betty's the closest to him, but he sees Marius first.
Marius starts walking over to him, and as he's walking, he just kind of like naturally breaks into a sprint and grabs Shoebuckle and just squeezes him super tight. He goes, I never thought that I would be so glad to see you.
You came to save a dirty old pirate like me?
Of course. Who wouldn't want to? And I kind of give him a kiss on the cheek.
Many people would not want to.
That's true. Well, I did.
He hugs you. And Bene from behind you hear. That's pretty fine work you did there.
Yeah, I learned from this guy. He kind of taught me some stuff. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? I know. Actually, before Benny says that, when he hears that, and he immediately snaps out of his rage. Like he's like is like a storm was going on, and it immediately just becomes this tranquil like thing. He's just like, I learned a few things or two from this guy. He's pretty cool, I guess.
He puts his hand on your back and says, I don't know if I ever taught you how to kill a god, but I'll take the credit if you're offering it. And he brings you in for a hug.
I give him a hug, and I just say to him, like, from what I heard, it makes sense I would be able to do it from learning from you. And I just give him a real deep hug.
Yeah. He
and I also whisper in his ear, I'm like, your house might have gotten burned down. We'll talk.
That's so good. And you hear from you're in this hug, and then you hear, oh, I can't believe we got walked in on by fucking preacher Blue Bond. And you turn around, and Calamine Desmond is also there, looking just as stressed out as he always is. Unhappy to be in this place, but happy to see Bene and the rest of you.
That's when he got some splaining to do.
I'm gonna need a lot explained to me, but I can see that you all saved us, so thank you. And the two lost men, Last Mike and extremely small Jimothy, go, hey, are we gonna get the fuck out of here? Thanks for saving us and all, but this is super fucked up. And they turn and point to a staircase of glass that is now there that leads up, and you see daylight above you.
Well, yeah, I agree. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's go.
You guys exit the door and you feel bright, warm, golden light shining down on you. You help your friends and family climb out from below the shoreline and into the noonday sun. But had to hit it, right at the end. The fog is gone, and you're standing on the back beach and looking out to an endless expanse of blue sea and blue horizon. A horizon that bears a future that each of you fought tooth and nail for. And something tells the four of you to turn and look up to the hillside. And in the stretch of hill where the long way down is, near the lighthouse and all that, you see the spectral beings of the Marians, those who lived on this island long ago, nod at you and then just kind of evanesce into light and disappear. You each look down at your hands, and the mark of the traitor's black spot is gone. You are all officially free of the curse. And now it's party time! Time to turn the fuck up. Okay, so you walk around the island back to the tourism district, and as soon as the town sees you round the corner of the island, a jubilant yell arises. Everyone pretty much knows what's happened because there's no longer this horrible fog surrounding you guys. But there's smiles on every face, tearful reunions all around, a party in full swing, and boats immediately start pulling into the dock from Schwan. It turns out it's only been about 12 hours since the island went under fog. It's the afternoon of Saturday.
Wow.
And you begin, margaritas are mixed, drinks are poured, and the four of you proceed to celebrate your victory in the proper fashion of an occasion so momentous. So I wanna one, know what you guys will do at the party, and then two, if there's a general kind of epilogue that you want to give for your characters. You could do the party first, and then maybe the epilogues of where you think your characters might go from here. And we'll say some Ashok Mar people come out of the water too to celebrate, and like it's a full party and everyone's there.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, I think a lot of Ashok Mar are here, and like it's that situation where like there's all these people and they're partying, but now there are these people who don't really know what to do, and they're like walking around like, what's a chicken nugget? Like there's like they don't know what's happening. And Qell is walking around like making nice. He's introducing people. He seems just like the most at peace anyone has ever seen him. There's no ego left. There's just joy, and like the look of someone who got everything he ever wanted, but it doesn't matter, it's not like I did it. It's like I'm just gonna live in this world. And I think we see him introduce his brother to Calanthe and to the whole group really, but I think you see Fanti running around with other kids. I think we see a group of like human and just general Drylander kids and Ashok Mar kids, including Fanti and that one girl that we saw that was like, can I be a hero? Yeah. She's there too. I think they're friends, and I think they're all running around together, and you see all of the kids are playing together. Like, we're all the same. We don't care. Like, they don't, there's all the weird the adults are having. I feel like there's this moment as we pan over the crowd and we see the adults watching the kids behave like they've always been family. And then the adults sort of smile and follow their lead, and after we see that, then they start to mingle more naturally.
Before Fanti runs away from you and goes and interacts with all his children, two figures burst through the crowd. You see Amados runs up to you and gives you a big hug and goes, "Oh, brother, I thought I had it in you. I know you're the one who saved me."
Well, technically, you weren't dead. And there was no chance, frankly. It would never have happened. I wouldn't let you.
He nods, and appreciates that. And you see your sister pick up Fancy and like hug him really, really close. What do you say? Thank you, brother, for preserving the shock in all its forms and protecting all of us, as well as your friends, and anyone else is around should not to them as well.
I've spent so many years chasing thanks. I'm just happy you're alive. Happy we're here together. I honestly don't know what path lies underneath this feeling of joy. I just know that I'm going to walk it. And these people, family means something different to them than it does for us. The bond of blood has never been the thing really connecting us, but I feel joy to walk by your side. It's a new day.
It's the day we've all been waiting for, Amado says, and just kind of gestures around at the whole scene. And is there anything else Qell wants to say?
He just puts one arm around each of the two of them, Amados in one and Shayna in the other, and he goes, 2 words, fried gold.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's the stuff. We pan over to Marius, who's probably still talking to Shoebuckle and like, you know, looking around, and from behind you, 2 hands go over your eyes like that, and you hear a voice go, "Guess who?"
I think I have an idea who it might be.
I'm out of jail, and I'm here to party with you.
Why are you out of jail?
Because I was only in jail for like as long as the whole curse was going on. So once Josh saw that the curse was done, he just let me go.
I don't know if that. All right, okay.
But now I get to hear your story in a more comfortable environment and not in a cage. And I'm gonna need to hear that story right now.
Well, that's the thing. It's quite a long story.
I've got time.
All right. And then
yeah.
he kind of calls out to everyone who wants to hear about what we just went through, and like from the beginning to end, from our point of view, and he basically spends the whole night just telling this whole story.
As you start, Sammy will grab like 2 bottles of alcohol off of a tray that's walking by and hands one to you and starts drinking one herself. And kids gather around, old people gather around. Everybody at some point in that night is listening to you tell the story of how you and all of your friends became heroes and saved the day. Is there anything else that Marius does at the party?
After he finishes telling the story, and like I imagine at that point everybody like breaks out into like into like drunken dancing.
Yeah, absolutely.
He like formulates a cloud, and like Goku, he just starts flying around on it very drunkenly.
That's fucking tight. Sammy will ask if she can climb on as well.
Oh, absolutely. I
Okay.
start giving everybody rides on.
Beautiful. You guys fly around on your Nimbus cloud. He gives you like a peck on the cheek. It's gorgeous. Love it.
Copyrighted song relevant to this moment.
Calanthe. You.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Tell me.
I mean, I think for the first half of Marius telling the story, like she's like feels like a kind of a sense of duty as like one of the resident party people to show all of these Ashakmar how to fucking party.
Turn up.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And so like she vibes with them, and then the second half of Marius's story, like it's just her and Chadney and Kyleson getting blasted, and then after that, once Marius is like zooming around, I think she will steal Fanti away for a little dance. And so he's dancing on one of the tables, and like she's like twirling him around, and then like other people are also pretty wasted. So at some point, as they're like dancing, she has her back to the general party, and someone bumps into her really hard, and like maybe it's one of the more like rough and tumble piratey folks, so they give like a little insult instead of like oh sorry, and she stops, looks at the dude, looks back at Fanti, gives her best wink, which is probably going to be like a Gary Oldman like half wink, ruffles his little jigglies, and turn around and just deck this dude in the face and start fighting.
Fuck yeah! That's tight. I
think Fanti like he does Qell's grin with just like even sharper teeth because he's got his little baby teeth. So he just like yeah, this guy.
he's very into it, absolutely. And finally Benny. What do you think Benny's doing?
Benny, I think there'll probably be like a stage of some sort.
Absolutely, yeah.
And he's probably standing up there, I would assume probably with Terrell and Yasli, just like looking out at the people like dancing, partying, like everyone's having a good time. And Benny, like I'm assuming there's some version of a microphone. I still don't quite know what time period we're in.
Yeah, whatever. You can amplify your voice some way.
Yeah, some way. And Benny just like calls out. He's like, I would love for my team to come up here and really quick, if possible. And as like, all y'all like come onto the stage, like
Marius
Benny.
Yeah,
you land
on hard.
Benny just says like, thank you all for all of your hard work, and it really means so much to me, and that you all wanted to help save my little old island. I know we're all here for many different reasons, but I just wanted to publicly in front of everyone say thank you to all of you. Yeah.
Calanthe takes his hand.
And
Marius gives him a hug.
Aww. Yeah.
You can kind of smell the alcohol breath though.
And I'll say for right now that'll be it. That's all he said.
Okay.
He's just saying
Definitely.
thank you. He asks everyone to like cheer for you guys, and like everyone starts cheering.
Oh yeah.
You know that part at the end of Galaxy Quest where like Tim Allen's character, instead of going up in front of everybody, he stands back and like bows to his friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. On stage, Yasli, Calamine, and Terrell are there, and Yasli's like, I did a pretty good job as mayor, I'm just saying. And Calamine is like, if you want the job, you can have the job. I can't do this anymore. I need a vacation. And they just are getting along as old pals drinking. But Qell comes up to the stage. And he comes up to you and he's like, yeah, I may be off base here, but it feels like a goodbye party.
Wow. I didn't really want to say this in front of everyone like this.
He pulls
thank
you up to the side.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I just think I think I'm done on the island for right now. And I think I really need to see what else is out there, you know? Like I can't live my whole life here on this island, as great as it is.
I think that's a very wise choice. And after the week or 12 hours that we've had, I understand.
Yeah.
I wanted to offer you something. I won't be leaving the island very much. I'm now the official dock master, which is something I'm excited about, and I want to
Very
take
happy
over
for
for
you.
Laszlo. What was that?
So I'm very happy for you.
Oh yes, it's all great, but I had this little boat that I was working on that I don't have much of a need for. If you like, it can be yours.
You do that for me?
I think this is a trite saying or cliche, but I feel like you'll be someone who writes their name on the face of the world. If I can give you a little boat to get a little farther along the journey, I would like to. He points over at like a fixer-upper, but a decent, respectable boat. It's you can see on the front the name is the Kiln. So he nods at it and goes, Captain Anjaro, that's your vessel.
Well, thank you. I give him a very, very like deep hug.
Mhm.
And while in the hug, I like say to him like in his ear, I just go, and when I return, you'll be the first to hear of all of my stories.
I'm gonna start crying. So no, he doesn't full on cry. He tears up and he just kind of nods at you and does one of these things as well.
Right.
Right. And kind of walks away. And you walked away from the group, but Terrell can hear pretty well.
Right.
And Terrell comes up behind you and says, well, if you're leaving, I think I had like a letter to give you. I don't know how soon you're leaving, but I might have to go back to the old shack and get it.
I mean, I'm not leaving like at this moment, you know. Probably, you know.
You already have it.
Oh, I do? Oh.
Yeah, you got it from the
yeah, I'm like, oh, you mean this letter?
That letter indeed. Well,
what's that behind your ear?
That is very funny. You're a funny lad. I would say, you could read that now if you wanted to, but you could also wait till you start on your journey.
Can I read it now?
Yeah, go for it.
Are you gonna send it to me in the chat?
You open it up and it's just one sheet of paper and it doesn't even have that much written on it. It says, Dear Bene, if there's one thing I'm thankful for in my life, it is that I came to this island and met you. I may just be your old sword master, but I watched you grow into the man you are now. A man that holds both the lock and the key to the world. the man who had both the ship and the waves that guide it. No matter where you go, and no matter where these waves, your waves take you, the island will always remain. But there's only so many stories, loves, adventures, sights, and histories for you to absorb here. Your blade will only ever be as strong as the whetstones of this island. But, Benny, there's so much more that you have to offer the world, and there's so much more the world can give you in return. Now that you're out, seeing what there is to see, I think you'll be surprised. And you'll realize after a while that you haven't left the island. You are the island, and the island is you. Carried with you wherever you go. Nothing can change that. My deepest love is where I light ball.
Bene like finishes like reading it, and he's just like, "How did you know I was about to leave?"
Well, when you teach someone how to use a sword for hundreds of hours over the course of years, you start to get to know them pretty well, and maybe see what their life's trajectory would be. And truly, this is all just what I had hoped for you.
Benny just like gives him like the deepest hug, like, and he's like, "Thank you for all you have taught me," and whenever I do come back, I hope I can share with you some fun combat stories that I have along the way. Yeah.
I'll be waiting to hear.
Yeah.
And Yasmin comes up and says, "And I will also be waiting to hear them. Someone who has also been critical in your life trajectory as a person."
I mean, you're kind of just my boss, but I'm just kidding.
Now that you're a captain, you think you're all high and mighty. She hugs you as well.
Yeah, I told her I have my own boat now. I'm the captain.
I know. Qell was telling me about it. Yeah, you are the captain now.
I give her a super deep hug as well.
Hell yeah.
And I will say, like, I will use everything you taught me out on that shore.
You'll be the captain now, and I will be the mayor, and everything will be right as rain.
Honestly, I think you'd be the best mayor. Honestly,
I'm. We've discussed this. It's time for a changing of the guard. But she squeezes your hand, and I think we pull back and just see the party as a whole. Is there anything else that you guys want to do while we're in the party, or do we want to move into epilogues? All right. Yep. So, where do you guys think you're gonna go from here? Where do you think each of your characters is headed? And it can be vague. It doesn't have to be super specific.
How far are we going, like, between now and their death and legacy, or are we
No,
just saying
5 years, maybe 5 years.
Okay.
A few years, a handful of years.
I mean, everybody needs a vacation after this, but I think part of Calanthe being the link now, or one of them, is she's like, I have a boat, it needs crew, and also, like, you know, I need crew and people, and she extends the even knowing that Benny has his own boat now, extends the invitation to everyone in the party to, like, come on a voyage with her, to see the world, and she will invite,
Chadney and
Carlson and Ashakmar people who are thinking about becoming the chosen of Guardios, sort of like on a world tour or maybe like a month tour of the surrounding areas, just to show the Ashakmar, the outside world, to show anyone else who hasn't really traveled the outside world. And then like in regards to this one, I think at least for Calanthe, I think it like the relationship is what it is at the end of this series for a long time.
For sure.
And then it's like someone has to be like, are you like, I'm not judging you because like relationships take as long as they take, but are you and Qell like, what's the deal with that? And so she has to like really think about it and reflect on it. And she's like, you know what? I do love him. Oh shit. Oh shit. And this is like after like hooking up with other people, and like she's like, wow, no, he's the one that I keep, coming back to.
That's so sweet.
Segue that into you, I guess.
I think that also, something that I could have realized earlier, but did not, is that I think once you become a chosen of Gorgios, you get some, like, you can breathe underwater now. Because you're going to be spending a lot of time in Gorgios. Yeah. I forgot that we didn't even need the Cloak of the Manta Ray, because you could just do that. But yeah, you get an up swimming speed, if we're getting technical, and breathing underwater and all that. Well,
I think immediately after, there's got to be at least like, I don't know, maybe a few days to a week where Qell and Calanthe are like familiarizing everyone with stuff. But ultimately, I think he will leave Shayna and Amados, who probably are, I was gonna say the most familiar with this culture, but that's not true. It's Fanti, really. I would say that them in tandem with Fanti become like a triumvirate of people who are not only helping to integrate and get people more accustomed to walking around and learning the culture and stuff, but also like keeping up security as they slowly allow people to see what their vibe is. Very controlled, like people can visit Gorgios under supervision and like see what it's about, very carefully like opening that door. And once Qell feels secure that things are okay without him for a little while, he will go on that journey and just, see things that he didn't get to see before, and is just incredibly humbled by everything. Like he just sees everything through the eyes of like a child in a weird way. Like there's no ego anymore. He just wants to see everything and keep moving down this road, because it's just a light that keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter the closer he gets to it. I mean, I think you covered all the relationship stuff. That much is clear. I think it's a little clearer to him sooner, because he's accustomed to like a no barriers between people sort of a way of doing things.
For sure.
The weird part for him would be being with someone who's not Ashok, would be like, we don't share absolutely everything, but you're starting to, so we kind of do, but we don't really. So I think he gets like pretty early on, like, no, this is it, this is right. But he doesn't push, and he's not weird about it. There's like just a sort of general like, she'll figure it out.
Hell yeah.
And when she finally does, he's like, yay.
I think what cements it for her is like, one, Calanthe doesn't like children, but her and Fanti get on so well. They're just like, they're here, she has a child's mind apparently. But the other thing is that eventually, like Mama does come around and visit and meets Qell, and they also get along really well. And she's like, I mean, he got the Mama a stamp of approval, getting
the Captain Thunderhand approval is that's crazy.
And I know we only said like a few years, but I think far down the line, maybe in like 10, I think they do adopt like an older kid. Like, I think
Tight. Hell yeah.
Calanthe's out in the world. Maybe you're with her, but like she just takes on this like purple tiefling kid on the street, you know. And at first it's like, do you want a job? And then it's like, whoops, you're my kid now. And I
As all adoption processes go.
Yep.
The Batman.
Yep.
Situation.
Absolutely.
Pirate Robin.
Yep.
I think Qell's role largely shifts from being this folk hero figure to like what you would expect to be even more of a folk hero figure now that what's happened has happened, but he's really more of a teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
In a lot of ways. And he's
sick.
watching over the years more and more people do what he does, and he's sharing that power and opening that door. And the more connected he is with people, the stronger he gets. Like sharing that power doesn't diminish his power, it makes him stronger. That's what he realizes that his role is.
1,000 candles can be lit from one candle, and the initial candle will not be diminished.
Yeah, and I think ultimately Fanti, his path is very clear.
Yeah,
it's
becomes
very, very clear.
Yeah, he
so
becomes part of Cordios for sure.
Where like his and Shayna's relationship and Fanti's and Shayna's relationship improves for sure, but she was never the person to understand how to teach him, which is why it wasn't going well. He's not a military kid. He's not an army kid. So that way is not going to work. So he finally fully, now that he has time, takes on the responsibility of directly training him, because he starts manifesting powers early, like within a year after we leave off.
That makes sense. I love that. That's all excellent, and I love that feature for Calanthe.
I think that's it.
Well, Bene or Marius, who would like to go?
I have a good idea. I think Marius would definitely go on that voyage.
Hell yeah.
Because why would he stop? But then I think after that kind of comes to an end, he probably heads back to the mainland. And he spends some more time with Rhubarb. And while he's kind of doing that, he's also he starts writing a book about his adventures. And it makes a ton of money. And so he's just drowning in money. And he doesn't know what to do with it. And so he sets out a plan to go on more expeditions, and he kind of comes up with this elaborate 10-12 year plan for this voyage. And he kind of sets up his base at Marlone. He builds his own lighthouse tower there, and while he's there, he kind of helps with the tourist stuff by making sure that the weather's clear and beautiful all the time. And so he's just operating out of Marlone, continuing his writing, continuing his storytelling, and learning more about the world and all of his scholarly / kind of Indiana Jones style adventures.
Incredible. And I think Marlone is kind of bereft of a preacher for a while afterwards. So I think that when you build that lighthouse, you to some degree take on like a Rhubarb role, and there will be some lost people who will come to the lighthouse, and you'll take them in and take care of them.
100%.
And tell them your stories and hear their stories as well. And you're always on the guest list of any Sammy Seamwise concert. Is that everything?
I think
Backstage pass for sure. Hell yeah. Benny, bring us home.
I think, like everyone else, like the initial little excursion going out, like Benny definitely joins in and kind of gives his first little taste of like going out, you know. And once that's done, he definitely like has like a good like going away, more intimate going away party at his house with everyone, and like yeah, and then he sets off. You know, I would say he probably like starts by going to the mainland. He probably sees like where Marius like grew up. Like he probably like meets up with Sammy and just like chat about things, and you know, Bene, and then Bene kind of just like makes his way, kind of just this kind of wandering person, just kind of going around. And I think we kind of bouncing off what Sam said, like I think probably at one point he probably like he's like walking around some market and he sees a book and he's just like, what? He's like, wait, what is this? He like looks and he's like, oh my god. He's just like, yeah, he like
Marius doesn't change the names or anything, right? It's all it's non-fiction, absolutely. Hell yeah.
It's like 100% accurate. He prides himself on his attention to detail.
Benanthe and Qell and Ben.
Yeah,
Ben.
Ben.
How does Benny feel about seeing that book? Is he just like, whoa?
Yeah, he's like, what? Like, at first, he just like doesn't understand. Like, he's like, wait, book? Like, what? Like, and like, you know, I'm assuming there's probably like a meet the author photo of Marius like on the back, you know,
standing in front of the lighthouse.
Yeah,
lightning bolt crackling in the background.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Benny definitely like buys a copy, and you know, I would say probably like along the way, like he's probably just kind of like not trying to be, but he just in the way he just kind of is this kind of billboard for Marlon, and like I would like to believe that like in his travels he's kind of inspired people to go and find out about this place, and especially like with this book, you know, like as he's probably like walking around, people are like, wait, you're Benny? Like, wait, what? Like, and he's just kind of like, guys, come on, guys. I'm just one guy, you know. I had a team of people. It wasn't just me, guys. But you know, hey, I know some of those people are still on the island. We should go check it out. And he probably like sends people to Terrell to like train them and shit like that. So he's just a walking billboard for Monroe, and just goes out and just, you know, seeks knowledge and just walking the world.
I think if you would allow them, I think Chadney and Kyleson would tag along with you at some point as well, with probably the idea to come back to Marlon eventually. But if you need extra hands in your boat, they offer themselves up. But if Benny's also just a solo wanderer, solo samurai,
solo. I think just
for sure,
solo.
I respect it.
Solo. Like he appreciates the offer, but he's like, I truly think Calanthe will cut my head off if I can dance away.
Absolutely.
So.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I think Benny wandering the world as a solo samurai and getting into adventure.
Honestly, actually, really quick, I think he probably would head to where the sword he got, the legendary sword. Like he probably make his way towards that place, because it was like a place where like orcs and.
Yes, Benny definitely goes to the continent of Asteria and goes to the desert nation of Sudan. And I think there's lots of like hardy dragonborns, orcs, dwarves there. There's definitely a lot of like weapon trade and
I think
lots
I
of
think
weapon
just, like,
masters.
I think he like probably over the years makes his way there just to kind of figure out like what is this place, you know.
Absolutely.
I want to see kind of what orcs and half orcs and all these other types of people when they're not from an island.
And they welcome you heartily. They respect you for having claimed the weapon that you have, the Mindful Wrath, and you have a great time there, as well as all of your other adventures. And so, I think if we're all good, we're gonna fade out on we're up on the back beach looking down. And none of you guys really looked back at the door as you were walking away. But a wave of water comes up and washes the door away. And the sand is just clean white sand. And that's it! Woo!
Oh man.
Fucking did it, yo!
Yay!
Holy shit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to all of my beautiful, wonderful, outrageous, sensational cast who crushed everything left, right, and center.
No,
This is
you.
my first time. No, you. No, my first time running any D&D thing. So there were definitely some stops and starts and learning as we went, but I would not have had it any other way or with any other group of people. Any last words?
Thank you for
sorry.
being such a great DM. Thank you. This was so fun.
Thank you. I appreciate
Fantastic. It was really great.
that. Hell yes.
Yeah, I mean, we've been playing together for what, 2021?
Over
A long
7
time.
years, probably.
Yeah.
6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I feel like we've cut our teeth as artists together in so many ways, and this medium is so deeply intimate for like all of our friends, and so now like getting to be here and finally see you do it is a deeply emotional experience for me, and it means a lot.
Shit, that's also making me emotional.
Good.
I'm not gonna cry on camera.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it, coward. Cry.
Fuck.
Thank you to John and Sam for being
Thank you, yes.
phenomenal
Oh,
players.
Thank you for coming. Yes.
It was so much
to the
fun.
Chance Encounters fold. You are always welcome at the Chance Encounters table,
Jeez.
as you know. Again, all the Roll20 assets, everything that you've seen us use is in the description of every video that has a combat element to it, so check those out. All of our cast links and all that jazz are in the description as well. So go
Including
follow us
all
in
of the
different-
music.
Exactly, yeah. All the wonderful music Ian did, and just other links to Chance Encounter stuff, everything you could want is in the description. Gang, I think for the last time, I'm gonna say, beware of what lurks below the shoreline.
Oh.
Bye!